All right, e-bike fans, how you doing? Now, it is no secret that I'm an Aventon Aventure fanboy. I mean, I do a lot of videos with my bike. I talk about and I do stuff with it all the time. Well, that happened to catch the eye of Multijoy here, and this is a new e-bike company. They also have a big fat tire bike, as you can see on the box right here, and they said, hey, we want to send you one, and then we want you to compare it against your Aventon Avenger. Aventon Avenger. Yeah, I said it right. That was quick, so it threw me off. And that's what we're going to do. So first, in this video, I'm going to go ahead and set this thing up. We're going to see how easy it is. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to see what some of the features are. From there, I'm going to take it out for a ride. We'll give her a test drive. And then I'm going to give you my first initial thoughts on what I think of this bike. And then the next video, I'm going to compare it side to side with my Adventure. Let's get into it. Now that we have it all unpacked and freed up from all the packing stuff, and I got to tell you, the packing was excellent. I mean, this thing was very secure, very well protected. So yay. Now, I didn't actually, when it came to my Adventure, I didn't actually unbox it. I had it sent to a local bike shop. So from what I've seen with this, though, excellent, excellent done. There's a couple of boxes here. Let's see what's going on with that. We have a Multijoy hat. There's a water holder, I can tell by being in the plastic. And then it looks like we have some screws and stuff like that that we're definitely gonna need. Don't lose that, but let's take a look at what's in this thing. This is all fancy. A user manual, that'll come in handy for sure. The headlight that we're gonna end up having to put in, which is a 48 volt, so it should be super bright. This looks like some kind of ribbon or medallion. Not really sure what I'm gonna do with that. Sounds like tools. And this right here. Yes, sir. Tools. This looks like your charger. Great. I'm going to start charging. I'm going to take the battery off and start charging it. Looks like your front wheel piece that you're going to have. That's a quick release. Now, since I live here in Chicago, I tell you what, we're going to end up switching that out for one that cannot be easily taken off and removed. We got some pedals. So looks like it's going to be a pretty simple setup. Let me get the battery going, and then we'll hop back into it. Oh, wait, I noticed this card comes off. I didn't want to miss out on that part. Multijoy e-bike. Oh, and it tells her story on the back, which I do not know, which I'm going to learn. All right, now that we got all that stuff out of the way, one thing that I did notice is that on the box it said there are a certain set of tools that you would need. Well, it looks like they provided them. So if you get the box and it says you need a set of tools, just wait, because I have a feeling these are going to do everything that we need to do. Plus, I went and took the battery off to go charge it, and then I tested it, and that battery's full. Like it's 100% charged and it's good to go. So right now I'm just going to leave it off due to the weight, and let's start putting this bad boy together. As I thought these tools were going to be what you need to put this thing together, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the handlebars on, and then we will see where we go from there. I'm not totally making this thing very tight because I know that we're going to adjust like the angle of it once I get the whole bike together, but it's on there enough to keep it from falling off. Looks like we're going to go ahead and put the front wheel on, so we're going to flip it over, and really there's not a whole lot to put together with this bike, so it's going to go super fast. There were these covers on each side that it said definitely make sure you take off before you put this on, and also do not touch this brake rotor. And then apparently we're going to slide it right down into here, watching how the rotor slides right into the brake. Awesome. This is the skewer or the quick release part for your bike. This is the side you want this on, the side that your rotor is on. All right, you're going to go ahead. We're going to put the little cap on. You want to make sure that the chrome is facing the other way. you want it like that. And slide it through. Add your spring for this side. And your knuckle screw, or I don't know what to call this. And from there, you just flip that quick release. And we're good. Next, we're going to put the headlight and the front fender on. First, you're going to take this nut and bolt off, because this is what your headlight's going to hook into. So just take your wrench that was provided, and your Allen wrench that was provided. Oh, and I just dropped a washer. But you know what? I have a feeling that's why they have those that little box that has extra parts in it. Because I have a feeling that when you drop something and you lose it, they got extras for you. Luckily, we have AstroTurf, so I can see it. It's not going to get lost in the grass because, well, it's not real grass. So, moving on. Easy breezy from here. We'll just take the bolt, push it through, grab that washer, grab that nut, and then you're just going to reverse what you did in the first place, except you're going to tighten it all the way down instead of partially the way down. I wonder why this is so long. It's very long. I wonder if I can put a shorter one in there. I don't know. I think those are used for something else. All right, well, it doesn't matter. Once this thing's on, it's on, so we'll use the long one. All right, we have it tight. It does have little Allen wrench things here, so you can adjust the height of it and then tighten that down. I'm leaving everything like a little bit loose so I can go ahead and you know, point everything once I'm actually on the bike trying to figure it out. Then it looks like all we got to do is plug it in. I can wrap that wiring in there. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't. I should probably read the directions. Hang on, let me get back with you. Okay, I want to make sure I didn't do, it did not say anything about connecting those, like running those through the cables. I think it would be totally okay. Look, you got that Velcro strip there, boom. It's on there, but I'm not doing it yet. And apparently there's some arrows on here that you got to match up. Oh, there's one right there. Is that not there? Oh, there's the other, okay. Oh yeah, matched up. All right, and then, yeah. Yep, you know what, we're just gonna stick it through this nice little Velcro thing right here. So it all looks nice and clean and neat. I like it. All right, time to do that front fender. With this front fender, it says take this bolt and nut off. And once again, I got the tools, got the Allen wrench. Just gonna unscrew this puppy and then find out what our next steps are. All right, from here, now I know why that screw was so long, because it's going to connect to the back of this light. We'll put this side up over here real quick and just run it through, because you want these holes to be at the same height. There we go. We pushed one through. Let's go get this one. Push that one through. Ooh. So here's what I did. I like to have the freedom to be able to take my fenders off and leave them on. So I kept the light tight, and then I just used one of those extra nuts that was in this package here to put the fender on to connect it to the top here. That way, if I do decide to take the fender off, it doesn't mess with the light, makes it a lot easier. It's pedal time. Now you have a left and a right. They're going to be screwed on two different ways, but it says left right on it. Boom. And that's with you sitting on the bike, right? So it's going to be your left foot. This is the pedal for your left foot. This left pedal, you'll be screwing it in counterclockwise. We're now doing the final thing, and that is putting on the water bottle cage, because it came with the bike. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that on there, but I think the positioning of it is probably pretty good. I don't know. We're going to figure it out on the test ride. So it's getting late, and I want to make sure I do a good test ride. So I'm going to do the test ride tomorrow. I'm going to fill up the air in these tires. I'm going to put the battery back in, and then I'm going to catch back with you tomorrow. And we're going to put this thing on the road, and I'm also going to bed the brakes. And so I might end up doing a video on how to bed your brakes. If I do, it's going to be right there, and that's where it's going to be. See you tomorrow. All right, guys, I brought this bad boy out into the wild to give her test drive. But before that, let's go over some of the features that this bike has. This Fat Tire bike has massive 26x4 Kenda tires. Check out the grip system here, right? Check this out, little bell. Built into the bike. Right here you have your control system. If you push down on the eye, it starts your display and basically turns on the bike. We are rocking a Shimano 7-speed gear shift system along with a half-twist throttle. See this color USB display? Well, guess what? It has a charger for your phone right there. This headlight is 48 watts, so it's going to be pretty bright at night. It does have the aluminum front forks that you can lock out, and they are adjustable. This hub motor is a 750 watt brushless gear motor. Add that with the Shimano 7-speed gear system and you are good to go. I do like the fact that it has this derailleur guard on it. That is a nice feature on its own. This bike comes with a set of plastic front and rear fenders, and the tail light is integrated into the fender. This back rack is rated for 55 pounds and it has this weird kind of clamping system. These are really tight, so I'm not really sure what we can carry on these yet, but we'll figure it out. You'll see it in other videos. We'll have it worked out by then. And for brakes, we have a 180 millimeter mechanical brake system for front and rear. This is a 48 volt, 20 amp, 960 watt battery. Not only are you able to charge your battery through the display, but you can take this battery off, and there is a USB charger right there as well. The bike on its own weighs 72 pounds with the battery in it. It can hold up to 350 pounds in weight. The bike comes in a step over and a step through model. This bike has a ton of features to it, but it is a beautiful day here in Chicago. I'm at the 606 trail, so let's go for a ride and then I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, guys, I'm back. I put 20 miles on this bike today, and let me tell you, there's a lot of things I like about this bike. The controller on this bike gives you a lot of separate functionality with it, and what I mean by that is it lets you adjust a lot of things. This thing has 9 different pedal assist modes, and out of that, I unlocked everything. This thing will go up to 32 miles an hour, so it has a speed limit control on it if you want. It has a passenger assist level up to 9. It gives you the option for you to control how quick the pedal assist kicks in. A neat thing about the throttle, which is kind of addictive because, you know, it's kind of like motorcycle-ish, and I'm used to the thumb on that, but I've found myself using the throttle a lot, is that it's not limited. It will go as fast as you have the bike set up for. So I had it set up for 28 miles an hour, and the throttle took me all the way up to 28 miles. So it's not limited to the 20 miles that like my Aventon Aventure is. The comfort on this bike, pretty good. I mean, I got the seat adjusted to the height that I wanted. I'm not quite used to the handlebars coming back a little bit, so that kind of threw me off some. I think I'm going to I'd like my handlebars up like a little bit higher because of that, so I'm going to get one of those stem lifter thingies. I don't know, I put it on my other bike. I know that's not the official term, but what are you going to do? So I'm going to put that on there. That'll be nice. I do really like how convenient that bell is to click, and I used it more than once. I enjoyed that on that trail. I mean, it's a good bike, man. Right now it's screaming. It's fast. It'll shoot right out of the gate. So I have to make some adjustments for that, definitely, to keep that from happening. We just have some things. One thing I noticed is that I won't be able to take the rear fender off because the cable, the power to the rear light actually goes through the fender. So I'll be able to take the front fender off, but I have to leave the back one on. Now let's talk battery. Apparently, so this thing's a 48 volt, 20 amp, 960 watt battery, which which Multijoy says that it will take you up to 40 miles by just using the throttle. Or if you pedal, it says it'll do up to 70. And I tell you what, I'm going to be testing that out. I mean, not in this video, obviously I didn't, with only putting 20 miles on it, but I'll be testing it out in further videos just to see how far you could actually get out of it. Oh, here's something else that I noticed about this battery. Yesterday when I had it unplugged to put it all together, I went to plug it back in and I noticed where the actual battery terminal was. Now on the bike that I have, it's down at the bottom, which I guess a lot of bikes are that way. But you know, because you have that the tubing going down, you would figure that water and stuff like that could run down into that battery terminal area, messing things up. This battery terminal is at the top, and because of that, there's a lot less chance of water running into it and just going down into the battery terminals at the bottom. I thought that was a great plan. I thought that was a great idea. They really thought that one out. Here's the deal. Do I think this bike is a solid bike? I do. Do I think it's good for the money? I do. Am I going to modify it? I am, because I modify everything that I have to make it more comfortable for me and mine. Is it comfortable on its own? Yes. I mean, I do want to add the phone holder. I need to add a GoPro mount and things like that, because I'm going to be taking this thing out with my Adventure, and we're going to be doing some things with both of these bikes together. So if you want to see stuff like that, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and then that way you'll get notified. Well, I think you have to ring the bell or something like that. I don't know. Just do what you're going to do or don't do it. It's fine. We'll be good. But if you want to see me take this bike and put it up against my Aventon Aventure doing different things with it, then go ahead and give me a follow. If you are interested in this bike, I did put a link in the description that will actually lead you to the bike. They're having a sale right now, $200 off. The bike normally is like $1,800. So that's a pretty good savings, especially if you want to be able to control how fast you can go, how soon your pedal assist kicks on, how fast your throttle can go, how aggressive it is. If you want those kind of features, that's great. And also, apparently, if you want these long traveling features, this is a good bike to get. Now, as a disclaimer, yes, that link is an affiliate link, and so I will make some money off of that if you decide to go that route. But I tell you what, that just helps me keep making videos like this for you guys, especially when it comes down to I'm probably going to break this one. Pretty sure. I mean, I've broken my Adventure, so why would I not break this one? To all my YouTube e-bike friends, I bid you adieu. I hope you enjoy the ride, and I'll catch you on the next one.